Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. I am BrendenPlayz. Great to be here with you guys one more time as we continue on the series. We are a couple of weeks past the No Mercy pay-per-view, and now we are currently building up towards the Survivor Series pay-per-view. So, some interesting times ahead. Of course, last week we had the huge trade of Edge coming in for Elijah Burke. We also got Mark Henry in that trade as well. So, bringing in Mark Henry brought in a new tag team as well. So, we'll have a quick recap of where we're at right now. We had a bit of a dip in the ratings last week, so we're hoping to bring that back in the coming weeks. So, this is our rivalries right now. And we need to kind of establish these rivalries and continue building them up. Obviously, we've made a couple of new ones since the last episodes. We have Edge, Undertaker, Triple H, Cena, Punk, Mysterio, Nitro, Hardy, and Cryme Tyme versus Henry and MVP. So I think MVP and Henry are, I don't know if they're a tag team, but I always have them as a tag team on my game. So I'm throwing them together here, and they're going to challenge for the tag titles. So that should be interesting. And that was a quick look at who is available. So we might do like a we need to put Batista in a feud, no doubt. So I don't know who we're going to put him in with yet. So Mark Henry's popularity is seriously low right now, so we have to build him up, get him above the 80 popularity threshold that I currently have on my GM mode. Of course, I want all my superstars to be at least 80 or above. Once they're 80, they got to take care of themselves. Unless sometimes I edit it, but most of the time I just keep them. I let them work their own way up. So if they can get on a bit of a winning streak and get their popularity all the way to 100 by themselves, then so be it. But it ain't gonna be me helping them out. So if they are below 80, though, I do like to help them out and bring them all the way up. So Henry, 82 now, so he's good to go. So I've talked about this many times, but I put him at 80 because then you're pretty much going to get a bare minimum of 3.5-star matches out of them, and that way obviously differentiates between main event, US title, tag title, cruiserweight title. Differentiates between the divisions. So let's have a quick look at why our superstars are pissed off. Most of them wanting title shots. Some of them are on a bit of a losing streak as well. So we certainly need to help them out and fix that one up. So we'll try and do that in these next couple episodes as we move on to this week's show. And we're going to have a tag team matchup to kick this one off. So our new rivalry between Mark Henry, MVP, and Cryme Tyme is going to come into fruition tonight with Cryme Tyme putting their titles on the line against Henry and MVP. And I want you guys to give me a name. What should we call MVP and Mark Henry? What should the tag team name be called? Let me know in the comment section down below. And the best name, I will pick it, and I will give you a little shout out in one of the next episodes. So we really do need to kind of obviously establish these new rivalries, but we need to try and press on and really work hard for these ratings because right now is a really difficult time to produce good star ratings because we have no rivalries. We have the rivalries, but of course they're new and fresh and they haven't been developed, so they're not going to be as effective. So we're going to have Batista and Brendan team up to take on Sandman and Sabu. I guess Team Extreme or whatever you want to call them. And Punk and Mysterio will face off. I think Punk and Mysterio, we could use those guys in the Cruiserweight feud as well. So that's pretty handy if we want to perhaps put a belt on that feud. I don't think we really need to, but we could. We could throw them into the Cruiserweight scene and make it a fatal 4-way to boost ratings or whatever if we have to. And of course, we're going to do the main event matchup. And it's going to be a Table Tornado Tag Team match. It will be The Undertaker. He's going to team up with, he's going to team up with Cena to take on Triple H and Edge. So that should be good. And of course, we had to turn Cena babyface last episode. And that's probably the confusion as to why it took me so long to decide what I was going to do with that one. But yes, we had to turn Cena babyface to make him feud with Triple H. Of course, Cena, the new US champion. And Triple H lost the title in the Elimination Chamber match. He wants the title back, so he's coming after Cena. in hopes to get it back. So, alright, it looks as though we've got the show we want for this week's episode, and we'll move on to the match. So, this should be good. We have the new tag team, Mark Henry and MVP, coming in to face off against Cryme Tyme, who have held the titles for God knows how long. They've found a way to win and win. But now a new tag team on the horizon might just be their Achilles heel. You know, a new tag team. They haven't scouted out yet, and well, as it turns out, this is their entrance. So this is interesting. Well, Black Dynamite is the name I've got for them. Okay. Mark Henry, that's the fastest he's ever run in his life. I don't think he'll ever move that quick again, ever. And I don't think he's ever done a backflip before. I think you can tell I haven't edited their entrance before. Oops. Alright, so that's the new tag team of MVP and Mark Henry. Alright, well, what a way to make an entrance on the Smackdown, Mark Henry. Nice work. And here comes Cryme Tyme. And like I said, they've held the titles for yonks. They've been the tag team to beat right now, but it kind of seems as though whenever they're on SmackDown in non-title matches, they seem to lose quite a lot. They don't necessarily win all that much. It just happens to be in title matches they kick into a new gear and find a way to win, find a way to retain their titles. You know, in non-title matches, more often than not, I think they lose. I think they're probably on a losing record in GMO, to be honest with you. It just happens to be that when it's a title match, they just win. That's the only time they ever win. So, will they retain here against, well, we got the name Black Dynamite. That might, I think, they must have been their name, because I think these guys actually did team up in the WWE before. I don't know. I think that might have been their name back in the day. I don't know. Who knows? But if we can think of a better name, make sure you let me know in the comments section down below. I will go ahead and edit up that entrance and whatever for next time. I actually didn't think I had them set as a tag team in the game, so I completely forgot about that. So that was my bad, but it got a bit of a laugh. Anyways, Henry lost a couple pounds doing that routine anyways, so it benefited everybody. So Shad throws Henry outside the ring to kick this one off, and Henry, of course, coming in from Raw, he wasn't really doing that much on Raw. His popularity was very low, but now he's kicked into a new level, obviously with a bit of helping hand, and he's got a new tag team partner to help him out, and who knows, he could be the next tag team champion. Of course, Henry's going to be pretty handy as well. We could also throw him in the United States Championship scene as well, if need be, and perhaps if he's good enough, maybe even World Championship potential. So it's going to be good to have Henry on the roster. I think he's a good acquisition. Obviously, in this game, his popularity is incredibly low, but as we know, Henry is a pretty popular dude nowadays. So, fast forward a few years, Henry's has kind of achieved all his success, but around in 2007, 2008, Henry was really doing nothing. I think he was the only time I really remember Henry doing anything was his feud with Batista. But that didn't even happen in the end, so that's the only time I ever remember Mark Henry from like before like 2011. Other than that, I don't remember anything Mark Henry ever did, except for like the Attitude Era stuff. So Henry didn't really have much of an impact, but now he can have a big impact on our GM mode by winning the tag titles here against Cryme Tyme. And like I said before, you know, it's a pivotal time in GM mode. We have to really amp it up. And that's why I did the Table Tornado Tag Team match. You know, we're probably going to be looking at 3.5-star rated overall shows. If we can pop out a 4-star rated, that'll be handy. It's a bit of a situation where the other brands are going to be doing similar ratings to us right now. We need to kind of have the odd 1, 2, 3 shows in a row where we do get the better ratings, because that will give us a bit of a spike. You know, we really do need to hope that Raw and ECW have a week where they both hit 2.5-star or 3-star rated overall shows, so then that week we can come in with a 4-star rated show and kick some butt. But other than that, we just have to do our thing. You know, we're having a lot of success on pay-per-view, but that's not equivalating into SmackDown ratings, unfortunately. And we just have to put on a better show than the other guys. And obviously, we're not really going to make everyone 100 popularity and everything like that. We could, obviously, but I don't think it really is necessary. I think we can win this one without having to abuse the trophy date system. And, you know, I don't really want to do that anyways. I like the roster that we have right now. We may bring in some more top-level guys and add to the list. I'm going to put a poll up, actually, now that I think about it. I'm going to put a poll up on my website, BrendenPlayz.com, and you click on the BrendenPlayz, you hover over that, and there will be a drop-down that says SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. There will be a poll there, and I'm going to put up a few names that you guys could potentially request for me to trade in. So maybe I might put up like Shawn Michaels, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, guys like that, and I'll put them up in a poll, and I don't know, we'll have the poll go for a couple of weeks or whatever, and the name with the highest amount of votes, I'll trade in. So I know a lot of you guys request some trade-ins in the comments, but this is an easier, clear-cut way of me knowing who you want me to trade in. So all you have to do, actually, I'll probably link it in the comment section down below, but BrendenPlayz.com, find the SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 page, and go your hardest. So I might put a poll up as well on my forums, so if you're a forum user, you'll find it there. So that'll be a good way for you guys to kind of request who you want to come in, because I know we've got a lot of guys that we've kind of done everything we can with some of these guys, like Batista, Cena, Undertaker, CM Punk, our big four, as I like to call them. Now it's probably a big six, isn't it? But we've kind of done everything we can with those guys, so I don't really want to trade them out, because now we've found a new use for CM Punk, you know, feuding him up with Mysterio. We're probably going to do a Batista and Brennan feud as well. So we found a few new ways of how we can keep those guys relevant and doing fresh things on the show, but it might get to the point where we may not have anything for them. You know, obviously Cena's dropped down to the US title. Undertaker's still world champion, now feuding with Edge. So we may need to trade one of those guys out, and obviously we could do a straight trade for you know, a Bobby Lashley for one of those guys, or a Shawn Michaels, and perhaps we might sneak in a couple of extras as well. So something like that. So that's something to think about, and of course, like I said before, the poll will be up on the website. I'll put it up after this video, and you guys can go and vote for it. So, you know, hopefully we do have some success. Like I said, pay-per-view success really doing well, and now we have the Survivor Series pay-per-view coming up. I think the top two brands compete in a brand versus brand match, so we probably won't be involved in that one. From memory, I haven't played a Survivor Series pay-per-view on this game for like, I don't know, 6 years, so my memory is a little bit hazy, but I think that might be the deal. If not, I really don't know. I think we might just get the one standard match, and then we'll have the other matches on there. I don't know. I think we get one. If we're lucky, we might get two. So we're kind of building towards that. And then after that, we have the Armageddon pay-per-view. And then we really start to get into crunch time, and we road to WrestleMania time soon. So things are starting to move along quite quickly on GM mode. And I do plan on doing a lot more episodes now. Of course, I've got a lot more free time in my hands, so I've got more time to do GM modes. So we're going to smash out some GM modes. Probably every second, third day, you'll see a GM mode episode from me. So if you're a big fan of the series, obviously, just speaking of that, you know, the views for GM mode has really improved as well. So that's been fantastic as well. So I appreciate all the new guys who are becoming recurring viewers of the show as well. I appreciate that. Probably a lot of you guys made the transition from Universe mode to GM mode as Shad hits a ferocious spear on Henry. Probably should have went for the cover there. Henry counters now, so Shad can't get to the cover. So I appreciate all that, by the way, and yeah, we've got a lot of good things coming for GM mode, and expect to see a lot more of it as well. So we'll have a quick look at this matchup right now as Shad gets DDT'd from Henry. Henry needs to make a tag. He does so successfully. In comes MVP. And can MVP knock off Shad, and JTG can the Black Dynamite, so they like to call it my game, defeat Cryme Tyme to become our new tag team champions. I think we've had the Hardys, we've had Sandman Masters, we've had Sandman Sabu. I know I'm missing some tag teams, but we've had a number of tag teams come in and try and beat Cryme Tyme, but nobody's been able to do it. As MVP, he's looking good, goes for the pin, cover, 1, 2, 3, that's it! We have new tag team champions. Are you kidding me? Wow, the streak has come to an end. the huge title reign of Cryme Tyme has come to an end. You got to remember they held it from episode number 1. This is episode number 33, and now we finally have new tag team champions after 33 episodes. MVP and Mark Henry are your new tag team champions. Their first opportunity, that's all they needed, their first tag team match, and they are successful. That's huge. Great win from these guys. Wow, well done. That's a big, big win. Wow, I really wasn't expecting that. I thought they would take at least a couple of opportunities to kind of gel together as a tag team, but, well, first match is all they needed, and the big title reign of Cryme Tyme has come to an end. Their big title match winning streak is over as well. So the Hardy Boys, they knocked off Nitro, well, I should say Hardy. Jeff Hardy defeated Nitro. Sabu and Sandman defeated Batista and Brendan. Mysterio defeated CM Punk. And in the main event match, Undertaker and Cena defeated Edge and Triple H. So, Edge not having much luck there. So, 1 from 1 on SmackDown. As we'll have a look at the ratings in a short moment. Got a couple of contracts we need to deal with first. So, we'll sort them out. So, Batista, he wants an extension. We'll give him 6 months because we're not getting rid of Batista for a long time. And Undertaker's 100%. That's good news. Nitro is pretty pissed off, and we need to sort out Henry's contract as well. He wants a better deal. He wants to get paid a little bit more than what he's getting right now, which is fair enough because his popularity is just a tiny little bit higher than what it used to be. So we'll give him a bit of an extension and a pay rise. So Raw, 4-star rated show. Don't know how they really deserved it, but whatever. 3 and a 4, I think. ECW 3.5-star rated. Probably deserved that one, I guess. And we got a 3.5-star rated. So our tag team match 3.5. Hardy and Nitro 3.5. A couple of 4s there and another 3.5. So yeah, I guess we deserved that one. I don't know. But we've taken another hit in the ratings, so that's not good news. We need to kind of sort our shit out and get ourselves going. But we've got the rivalry set. We've got good things are coming our way. So that'll do it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Remember to vote on my website in that poll, and I'll see you all in the next video.